There's one next week on the 2nd. So yeah, let's bring on Joey.
Yeah. Can I get this thing out? Hey, how you guys doing? Good? Before I start, I just need to make a special announcement, and that is that I have a huge ball sack. I mean, I think it's just humongous. I mean, it's great for soccer practice. You can fit like 13 balls in there. I got it for sale. Just talk to me after the show. Anyway, my name is Joe Ficken. I go here at Iowa State. I'm 22 years old. A lot of people don't believe me when they say that, you know. It's kind of a hassle when I'm talking to girls my age, you know, because they think they're getting hit on by some 37-year-old creepy guy. They're like, this guy's talking to me, but I'm just like, I just have to throw it in, you know, right when I start. I'm just like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, good, how are you? It's like, pretty good considering I'm 22 years old. You know, it's a good age, you know, very young and strapping, so, you know. Anyway, I guess the best way to describe me would be like a computer, you know. I take long to boot up in the morning. I get viruses from time to time. I have a 3.5-inch floppy. I guess I'm kind of an old computer, shit. Anyway, speaking of computers, I hate it when my computer breaks down. Because everybody has the same stupid joke. They're like, what are you looking at, too much porn? No, man, my speakers won't work. He's like, what are you listening to, too loud of porn? It's like, no, my keyboard won't work. He's like, would you come too much in the space bar? Fuck, shit. I didn't think it was that much. Okay, I have been looking at too much porn. I admit it. Anyway, I have this problem. I think it's from drinking too much, but I fart in my sleep. And everybody thinks it's pretty gross, but as an aspiring comedian, I think it's just good work ethic. Because while I'm sleeping, I'm still telling jokes. And by the way, now that you know a little bit about me, ladies, I am single. If you can believe it. Thanks. I appreciate it. Anyway, one thing I hate, I'll let you know, is when you ask someone, you're trying to get to know them, they're like, oh yeah, what kind of music do you like? And they're like, oh, I like everything. It's like, wow, you're so open-minded. This really pushes the conversation forward. I really know who to talk about now. You know, but I was just testing them. I'm like, oh yeah, you listen to everything? Who's your favorite jazz fusion band? Yeah, didn't think so. Fuck you, I hate you. Anyway, have you guys heard this deal about yellow lighters? It's, I don't know, I think it's just a huge stoner conspiracy, but they think yellow lighters are bad luck, and I didn't believe it until this one girl told me her story. That it's like, this is why yellow lighters are bad. She's like, so this one time, I was smoking pot and we were using a yellow lighter, and then we went and robbed the subway, and we got caught. So that's why I don't use yellow lighters. I was like, yeah, that could be it. Or you shouldn't rob a subway, you dumb bitch. Maybe that's why you got caught. You're robbing a fast food place. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my friend Bryce. He's one of those guys, when we were younger, he would make up stories, just ridiculous stories, and just trying to impress us. Like one time, he told us his dad jumped over a shark tank with a souped-up lawnmower, and that's not even all of it. There was blood in that water, so those sharks were pissed. Anyway, I thought that was funny. Also, one time he told me, he's like, yeah, in my before life, I wrote the song Johnny Be Good. I was like, really? In your before life, you were Chuck Berry, and you still haven't died? He's still alive, people. It might be a bad reference, but anyway, who here likes drinking? You got any people who like drinking? Woo. This is my kind of crowd. Anyway, the other night, me and my buddy Dave were drinking, and we got so drunk, we were just wasted. And then we got shit-faced right after that. Yeah, someone did tip over the outhouse we were partying in. We got shit on our face. Anyway, you asked me why I was partying in an outhouse. I don't know, I was really fucking drunk. Anyway, the other night I was really drunk and I decided to ride the bus home, but I was so wasted that I thought I was going to get pulled over. Anyway, when I was younger, underage, I liked drinking a lot, you know, but it was just a pain in the ass to try to get beer or alcohol. It was just like, you had to know someone who was 21, or get a fake ID, or do what I did and go bald when you're 16. Yeah, it kind of backfires once you turn 21 though, because then you look like you're 37. So, anyway, I have found, this is a little vulgar, but I have found out that I say the phrase butt fucking like 20 times a day. And it's not as bad as you think, you know, it's just like, I was gonna go to church, but fucking, I got too drunk last night and missed the bus. And so finally when I caught the next bus, I was in the back, but fucking, yeah, I don't have the rest of that joke. Anyway, this one guy came up to me at the bar, and he's all like, his eyes were all, you know, bloodshot and just about closed. He's like, dude, I think I did heroin. I was like, how do you think you did heroin? He's like, yeah, I think I tied a nylon string around my arm and jammed a syringe in there, but I can't remember. Not sure. Yeah, that's kind of like the time I did acid. Kind of. I didn't really do it, but kind of. Anyway, speaking of drinking again, I was at a party the other night, and I was drinking a keg beer, and I went to set down my keg beer, and when I picked it back up, this girl runs up to me, she's like, oh my God, what are you doing? You're drinking my beer, why are you drinking my beer? And I was just like, you know, I didn't mean to grab it, it was an accident, here you go. And then I was just sitting there thinking, I'm just like, phew, I almost just drank my own roofie. Yeah, that would have been bad. Because I don't think anybody would have date raped me. It would have been a waste. Anyway, that's not funny. Anywho, I found out a very interesting fact the other day, and that is if you put the drug ecstasy up your rectum, you'll get like 3 times higher than regularly taking it. And that would have been useful to know when I was trying to smuggle it back from Amsterdam. Because that was one fucked up flight. I mean, note to self, put the pills in plastic first. Anyway, I would tell you more jokes, but fucking, I'm out of time. Thanks, I'm Joe Ficken. And I guess this is okay. I'm introducing the next comedian. He's also a student here at Iowa State. It's Andrew Lopez. He is Asian, not Mexican. So, just here's Andrew Lopez.